It is our sacred duty to defend the world, and it's what I'm going to do.
Wonder Woman, 1984. It's a good movie. I like Gal, she's hot. Funny enough, I liked her probably more in what was it? One of the Fast and the Furious movies, or a couple of them, a few of them. I think she's obviously good at playing like that badass chick, and oh, I'm super tough, but yet she's like tiny and a supermodel. And all right. I guess in this case, like, you don't really need any muscle or anything, huh? You have these like latent abilities. Yeah, I never really got into Wonder Woman, at least until the first movie with Gal, and then her in Justice League and all that. You know, I don't know. What else has she done? I think it's probably like a movie or show a long time ago, and she's obviously in the animated shows, movies, shows. She's always been around for a long time, but I don't know. I mean, I'm barely into superheroes at all, to be fair, so I guess I never really looked too deep into it, but once I started to let superheroes in a little bit more, and I've always liked them here and there, but never too much. I think they're nice throughout, but never like just that all the time. I don't know, this movie compared to the first one, it's a good sequel. Well, prequel, sequel. The time part of it makes it kind of confusing, but well, it is a sequel, but it's old, so you think it's older, but it's not. It's newer than the first, timeline-wise. I guess it's interesting going from, what was the first one, World War II, to, I guess, apparently 30 years later? I don't know. Or hell, longer than that? 40? Yeah, Chris is still Chris. He just still looks like a baby face, baby blue eyes. I never liked Chris Pine. He's just so serious, and he demands so much. Like, he knows he has nice eyes, but that's like all he's got going for him. But I think a lot of actors, like, they know they sound specific, or they have a distinct feature, or if you look at who that is, you know exactly who it is. It's like, I can't even think of any other stuff he was in besides that one Star Trek thing. I mean, I'm sure he's done a lot of work, but it's always kind of these offbeat movies. He's a good looking guy, but probably no one would have a man crush on. But the thing is, like, I feel like there's a difference between a good actor and someone who looks good. When you can find both, great, but with him, it's kind of like, especially in these movies, obviously he's kind of like the support character, and it's mostly about Gal and Wonder Woman. But he's kind of, I don't know, he just plays the role of like a side character, and it's weird because he definitely has that like main character kind of thing. Was he in Contractor too? I think I saw that. That was decent. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because he's just kind of a burden. And you can really tell that instead of like the guy, guy meets girl, boy meets girl, damsel in distress, girl's in trouble. It's just Chris now, basically. He's Princess Peach. I don't know. It's a weird role. I mean, hey, you're Wonder Woman's man thing, so it's not. I wouldn't call that a bad deal, but then again, she's like a lot stronger than him and super. I mean, it's intimidating. I mean, who doesn't like a challenge? But at the same time, it's like, damn. It reminds me of that movie, My Girlfriend's Like a Superhero or something. Uma Thurman, Luke Wilson. How she's kind of like the one wearing the pants, the bread giver, bread bringer, taker. What? Bread maker? Is that it? But the only reason why it's just so ridiculous, that whole thing, is just because it's so obvious. It's like they're not even trying to be chill about it. It's like, I get it. It's kind of a bad distraction from how good the movie is and the rest of it, and the villains and the action and the effects and the story, and because it kind of just, it's just there to be there, and you could tell it's just totally thrown in because it's like, oh, it has to be, or like no one really cares, but it's a thing. But I mean, hey, that's every movie. Hey, we gotta put like a little love thing into it. I would have liked to see her just be her. And you get plenty of that, like, when she's, I don't know about in this one, but I guess just between the two movies, you get like, hey, get to see her family, her people. You get to see just kind of her in general. It's all focused on her. And this one's nice from the first one because it kind of leans away from that otherworldly stuff, the mythology, because it leans pretty heavy on that. It really depends on the... Like, oh, you guys know mythology, right? Yeah. And it kind of really does focus more on the modern... I wouldn't say modern, but the... Because even to me, 80s is pretty old, but... I don't know, I didn't care for them as an item, but I like seeing them together. Like just having a good time and bantering and chilling, and because it really does, it can be immersive. You're like, okay, what would it have been like to be there back in not only World War II, but like 80s, and dating, and you could tell things are really starting to change and around you, and technology, and she's like the ideal girlfriend. It's like, who wouldn't? She's pretty and nice, and I mean, in a weird way, she's like a blank page and a blank slate, and it's like she's an alien, like from space, but she's hot. But you could be the guy to come in and be like, that's a TV. Oh, that's a toilet. Oh, just kind of the one who's like introducing her to the world, but you're kind of really in the advantage because you have the whole playing field to yourself, and you get to be that guy who gets to kind of... I don't know, it's just a unique situation, very special, and that's what it all comes down to, is you always want to find that, something just so unique and different, which is so hard, I think, but... So not only are you wondering, like, okay, what could Wonder Woman, what could be? What could it be to be them? What could it be to be Chris or Wonder Woman? What could it be to be in the 80s? I wouldn't know. Oh, it's cool. That's probably the only part I enjoyed about it, It's just the building structure of it, the foundation. In the first movie, I thought she was. I liked the World War II stuff and um, the Nazis and the bad guys and the villain. And then there she is, like all bright and colorful and. Yeah. I don't know, if I had to pick between I like Captain America too, but even just between the two, I probably like Wonder Woman more. She just really, she's not like a super soldier and I'm here and I'm suited up and it's just so like, you know, I get it. Oh, he's the guy, comes in, saves the day, he's obviously higher ranked and more powerful and stronger and bigger and faster than everybody else, and everyone else is just little grunt soldiers. And but her, it's kind of like, you know, she's there and she's blocking stuff with their arm shields and she's definitely destructive and like basically if you have her on your side, you're probably gonna win. I mean, within reason. But Cap is kind of like, you know, and that's what I think. I think she's a great replacement or option for Cap because she can really just. There's a lot more to her. There's more depth. I think there's more. She's just more interesting. She's not a regular guy who, you know, oh, the super serum, blah blah blah. She's literally a goddess, like a mythological Greek goddess, and Athena, and you think of Olympia, and like all the power and the mystery behind all that, and because I've always loved Greek mythology, so I guess I'm more biased towards her for that reason, but you know, Medusa and Clash of the Titans and you know, you can squeeze in Zeus in there and God, what's the Taurus guy's name? Minotaur. Minotaurs are sweet. Just all that stuff. She's kind of you get that from her because she kind of ties into all that. I mean, she was obviously very placed in there. It's not like she's literally a part of all that, but I don't know, maybe there's something there that I don't know. I mean, she could definitely be like based off of someone like a like a warrior, like an Amazonian, like a whatever her deal is. There's almost too much there to take in, but it's there. Yeah, this movie's cool because I like the theme. I like how it's so bright and colorful, and like they went hard with the color palette and the theme. Because Wonder Woman 1 was kind of dark, and like they really wanted to contrast her, make her stand out more. Like everything was kind of washy and gray, and here it's just like woo, big and bright. Yeah, there's one good. I don't know. Everyone's always like, "Oh, I like the originals, and those are good, and they're very chill and laid back and relaxing, cozy, comfy, charming." That's how you're first getting to know these people, for the most part, or in whatever version that they're in currently, and but at least with two, they're so good at sequels. Thor is a good sequel, like Iron Man 2, like, God, they nail sequels so well. Because they give you just enough for the first movie. They go a big reveal at the end, him in his full armor, and the upbringing of the hero. And then the second one's like, okay, we're here, we're built in, we're ready to go, let's do this. That's what this did very well, is like, and not only that, but they went literal time-wise, so like, not only is it a sequel, but it got to go further than where they were before, so that's another thing to keep in mind. And I guess all sequels will kind of do that in a way, but it's never going to be that significant, or they're never going to focus on it that much. Like, this 80s thing is their whole setting. Like, you have these people in this world, but the surrounding area is what's really, it's a character in of itself, so it's you know, guiding them along their way, and it's being there where the very ground they walk on, and the very air they they fly in their invisible jet or whatever. And Wonder Woman is such a blank page still, and I like seeing her learn more about the world and become like a civilized person and take an interest in our culture. Because, you know, she's been so away for so long and hidden and secretive, and it's nice to see her get out and just be a person, just be a woman, just be a lady, a girl, and just chill and or do whatever. And although I'm kind of jealous of Chris though, because she's so curious that obviously that is, you know, a part of it. But I got you, motherfucker. And of course it's gotta be someone with baby blue eyes. Like, hey man, what's wrong with brown eyes? Whatever. Yeah, the movie's good. I mean, it's entertaining, especially with the whole 80s theme. Like, it's fun, happy-go-lucky, wee-woo, colorful, yay. Not a care in the world, we're just having a good time, and we out here, and... Like, to me, it's like the 80s in a nutshell, like, a simpler time, darker time. Good and bad. Every song was just like, woo, look at us, and woohoo. I find it hilarious, but it works so well with her. Like, I wonder how a 90s thing would have been. I think that would have been weird. Nothing wrong with the 90s. But I think 80s was like the perfect time because, like, for her, because she's old, man. But she's still so young. She's got the mind of a child, and so she's really kind of taking it all in. And I suppose that could have been a good time to, like, you know, you're really starting to see the world change, and you were right there alongside it, watching it go by, and I don't know. I mean, there's slasher movies, there's upbeat music, and yoga pants, and spandex, and I don't know what the hell people are doing back then. But then you think of the 90s, and some of that was still around, but it was kind of just getting dark and weird, and it was like so colorful and all, but like just, yeah, I don't know, a really mixed time. So as far as like her development, her brain, she's like, oh, okay, well, this is where we are, this is what we're doing, that's fine. And yeah, it's nice because this is like how it transitions to her. Where does this all go? The Justice League. And then by the time she meets Bruce and all them, dude, she's like, you know, I'm wearing dresses, I'm normal, I know all everybody's customs now and mannerisms, and I fit in, blend in, but I'm still a badass. So she really got broken in by the time it was needed. And, you know, to be fair on Chris's part, he was part of that process that got Wonder Woman to be who she is and how she became. Because she had all the powers and all these things, the training, the yada yada, but she just still needed, she was missing a part of that, of her that needed to just discover just what it is to be a human, a person, life, living being, a human being. So, you know, if anyone was going to be able to do that, it was going to be him. I mean, I would have liked to be him. That's what we're always searching for, is kind of like that light, that beauty, that but still retains some mystery. And just like, damn, dude, I did it. This is it. And she's totally it. Yeah, she's a good choice for the movie. I like that she wasn't buff, and I like that she wasn't... Like, who else do you think of? Like, Xenon? Was that her name? Xena? Warrior Princess? Someone like her? But she's not, like, tall and, you know, she's, like, tiny and thin, and... I think that worked in well with contrast to her abilities. It's like... Because it's kind of funny when you got Arnold or Sylvester, and you got these big, beefy, macho, chunky guys. And, it's definitely not necessary. It adds to the element of like action, but I mean that's a whole different thing. But still, those are just regular people though too, not freaking superheroes. So it's a little different, but same thing. Yeah, everything else in the movie was kind of just... I mean, there's one villain I didn't really like. But I don't really like the girl who plays it either a whole lot. Like, she's funny, but she's not. Like, it's I don't know what to really think of that. It's like, yeah, I'm the awkward, nerdy, geeky, ditzy. That's like her spoof, her spiff. Is that what you say it? But I don't really buy it. But in a weird way, that worked out well for her in this movie because of the the transition. But yeah, I don't know. Kristen Wiig or whatever her name is. Yeah, I don't know. It's like between the first movie and this one. The first one was so dark and cool and like, you know, okay. And then the second one was really... They worked well together. It's like yin and yang. You kind of had the black and the white. So, I don't know, they don't really need more than this, because now you have Justice League too, and it's kind of just like, yep, it's all there. Like, I don't know what else you could really do with her. Can you make a third one? Is that a thing? What would the next one be? 2001 or something weird? I mean, you had her origin story stuff, you had her... I mean, it's basically a trilogy at this point because of Justice League. It really rounded up the first two movies she did. So that's good. I mean, I don't know, there's everything you'd expect. Like, Wonder Woman's been around forever. If you know anything about her, pop culture wise, like her invisible jet and her whip, Does she have a sword and shield? I don't think so. I think she's got a sword. I mean, she's got a few tools in her arsenal. Wings. But yeah, there's some pretty good, she really rose to the occasion in this movie. But, yeah. I don't know. She's a good teammate. She's a good team member. Like, I think on her own, there's not really a lot to her because she's such a blank page. Or she's so keen to this kind of otherworldly, hidden away. She's very deprived, culturally deprived. Not much of a personality, not much of a sweetheart and all these things, but not much character, not much. She's kind of just like, yeah, I have a good heart. I want to save people, help people. That's about it. I mean, it's clean, it's basic, it's simple, I like that. But there's just not much there. Or I guess she's not gonna be as dramatic as, like, Batman, or... like, oh, vengeance, and like, So... she definitely steps up, but... you know, I want to defend my people, defend this guy that I'm dating now. Defend the world. Eventually team up with other guys to do that. I mean, I don't know, on her own. Like, what role does she have? You could say Batman's like the smarts. The Flash has got the speed. I mean, she's basically the tank. But I don't know. She's like invincible? I don't even remember. She's definitely got her strengths, but, you know, she has her weaknesses too, and I think her weakness, funny enough, is like emotional stuff and having, well, just like all these superheroes, sure, they always love someone, they're always dating somebody. What are the odds of that, right? Like, oh, I'm living such a good life, look at me saving the world, I deserve to love somebody and be in a relationship and maybe even have a house and kids and pets and a daytime job and a car and all these things. But they always get in the way. It's always too dangerous. It's always, they're gonna be a target. And Chris is just like a helpless, you know, and he's so pretty that he almost is a chick, so it's kind of this awkward oh, how the tables have turned. I'm the one that saves you, and I don't know, it's kind of the only distracting kind of just cringe thing about it. About like between both movies. The second one, there is a little more cringe than the first because of Chris, because it's like, okay, now we're kind of, we did what we needed to do in the first one, now we're kind of just doing whatever, and I don't know, definitely deserved a sequel, but I think it feels like it was just kind of, it was made well and all these things, the cinematography, the lighting, the colors, all these things, but I don't know, I feel like it was just kind of thrown in. But it was a good excuse to be like, hey, she has more to offer, more potential, let's give her something. I think having one movie would have been, it just wouldn't have been enough. This gave you more to look forward to. This gave you more to watch and more to see and more context, more world building, more. So it's definitely never a bad thing. Yeah, it was like, wasn't good, it wasn't bad, wasn't perfect, wasn't great, wasn't amazing, wasn't spectacular. was just like a good movie to watch. But they almost went so hard on the colored thing that like, what are we trying to do here? What's the point? Like, is this better to watch an acid or mushrooms or something? Or to be fair, maybe that I don't know. That could be cool. But I think it was because of well, I think it's because she is so old, literally. Well, she's also just been around and existed as a character for so long. This is like a really great modern way to kind of showcase her and what she can do and who she is, and I guess that's basically about the most you're gonna get out of it, is like, yep. It's one of those movies where fight, like, after it's over, you'd be like, oh, that's good. I mean, to be fair, that's me in most movies, unfortunately, but well, it depends. But then it's like, okay, you know, right back to whatever. But hey, that hour and a half, 2 hours, not bad. But yeah. Wonder Woman.